Hey guys, what's up? It's Jessie. Welcome back to my channel. And I was thinking, because I was watching these different booktube videos of like, a lot of people were like wanting to reread some books, and especially Lalathon, which is the main purpose is rereading your favorite books or reading Lala's favorite books. But I've just heard about like a lot of people like are rereading some books, and I'm just like thinking like, what books would I reread? And I was thinking I might not make this a video. So these are the books that I want to reread soon and in like this coming year, 2019. Okay, so the first series I would like to reread, you can probably tell what it is because it took a big chunk out of my shelf, is I think like a classic. Everybody wants to reread these, and everybody has reread these like so many times, especially Emma books. And that is the Mortal Instruments series by Cassandra Clare. These, I feel like everybody has like this like symbolic attachment to this series because like it's the first major storyline of the Shadowhunter series, and a lot of people grew up on this series. And grew up, I mean like middle school, high school era, and like there's just like a special place in my heart for this series. I definitely do want to get to rereading this series, and hopefully that'll be like in 2019 because I know I probably won't get to these books with the remaining days and weeks left of 2018, but it's a classic. In the next series, I think this is more of like series that I want to reread, because so far the books I'm thinking of are just like a series, not standalones. And that is the Pledge series by Kimberly Derting. And this is like a medieval kind of book. It's been a long time since I read it. I read it in high school. I don't know, but I just remember absolutely loving this series. Like I was like total trash for this series. In the violent country of Ludania, the classes are strictly divided by the language they speak. The smallest transgression, like looking a member of a higher class in the eye while they are speaking in their native tongue, results in immediate execution. 17-year-old Clarania has always been able to understand the languages of all classes, and she spent her life trying to hide her secret. The only place she can really be free is the drug-fueled underground clubs, where people go to shake off the oppressive rules of the world they live in. It's there that she meets a beautiful and mysterious boy named Max, who speaks a language she's never heard of before, and her secret is almost exposed. Charlie is intensively attracted to Max, even though she can't be sure where his real loyalties lie. As the emergency drills become real emergencies and the violence escalates, it becomes clear that Charlie is the key to something much bigger, her country's only chance for freedom from the terrible power of a deadly regimen. And I feel like this series is so underhyped. Like, it's such a good series. I freaking love this series. I definitely want to reread it in 2019. Yep, so far it's just series that I want to reread because the next one is also a series I want to reread. And I only have the two first books here with me. I still need to get the last book in the series, but I remember reading this book in high school. It was my first like paranormal romance. It's not really paranormal, it's like more like angels and demons romance with a mortal triangle book. And that is the Personal Demons series by Lisa Desrochers. And I lied. I don't have the first book in this series. But the second book in the series is Original Sin, and then the last book is Last Rite. Well, my phone is not working with me to look up what the first book, Personal Demons, is about, but I know it's about like, she has like a love triangle with a guy from heaven and a guy from hell, and she's like the mortal, but she also has like, she's not Eve, but she has some place in that world, if you get what I mean. Okay, so here's the first standalone book that I want to reread in 2019, and I probably am gonna go reread it in December because it just fits with the whole Christmassy vibe of it, and it's one of my favorite books. And if y'all been here long enough, y'all know what my favorite book is, and that is Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. And I probably am gonna like listen to the audiobook of this book. Okay, so the next series I want to reread. I actually haven't finished this series, so, and it's been a long time since I've read the series, so I don't think it would do any good of justice to read like the last book in the series. At least I think that's the last book in the series. I have to recheck. Yeah. But that is the Poison Princess series by Kresley Cole. And this series, once again, is so underhyped. To be honest, I saw this cover and title, and I saw Poison Princess, and like, ew, what a stupid name. It's not gonna be any good. But then I found out what it was actually about. I'm like, well, dang. It's like nobody's ever thought of this before. This is such a unique story. It's like this apocalyptic love story with like this girl who has hallucinations, and like they made these group of kids that are like the characters on like the tarot cards, and like they're playing out that prophecy of the tarot cards in a midst of like the apocalypse, and it's just such a whirlwind ride, and it's such an amazing book and series, even though I haven't finished the series. But I love it. Get back in there. Get back in there, let me take more, so help me, so help me. Put that thing back where it came from, more, so help me. So the next series, I also haven't finished this series, but it's been a long time since I've read it, so I should reread the series before I even finish on the last book. And that is the Metamorphosis Convent, I probably pronounced that wrong, by Trinity Fagan. And this, I read this in middle school, or the beginning of high school. It's been long. Only a daughter of Eve is pure enough of spirit to love a son of hell. Only a son of hell could be this hot. Sasha is desperate to find out who murdered her father, and getting the answer means pledging her soul to Eryx. She unlocks a secret that puts her in grave danger. She is an Annabo, a daughter of Eryx's biggest threat. Son of hell, immortal and bound to earth forever. Jax looks for redemption, and the Metamorphosis, I can never pronounce that word. Metamorphosis? Manifesto Convent, that's what it is. God's promise, he will find peace and love of an Annabo. After thousands of years, he finally found the girl he's been searching for, Sasha. With the threat of Eryx always looming, Jax knows he has to keep Sasha safe and win her over. But can he? Will Sasha love him and give up her mortal life? This is such a good young adult romance book. It's kind of, I don't want to say steamy, but it's like you catch the feels with this book. At least I did. I caught the feels so hard. So amazing. I really need to reread this series. But I know that this is the last book in the series, and it's by a totally different author, but the same author. They just have the two different names. Stephanie Fagan is Trinity Fagan. I forget which one was her pen name, but I know this is like the last book in the series. And this was such a hard book to find. This is the second to last series I'm going to show you guys that I want to reread. And it's another romance book of like, she's in love with like a guy from heaven and a guy from hell, romance triangle book. But I love it. And I also read this in high school, so it's been a long time. But that is the Sweet Evil 4-book series by Wendy Higgins. And I remember I was tweeting about Sweet Evil. I remember Wendy Higgins replied or like liked my tweet comment, and I flipped out. Like, I ran and told my mom. Like, this was when I was starting to get into books, reading books. Like, it was an amazing feeling. What if there were teens whose lives literally depended on being bad influences? This is the reality for sons and daughters of fallen angels. Tender-hearted Southern girl Anna Whit was born with the sixth sense to see and feel emotions of other people. She's aware of a struggle within herself. and an inexplicable pull towards danger, but Anna, the ultimate good girl, has always had the advantage of her angel side to balance the darkness within. It isn't until she turns 16 and meets the alluring Caden Rowe that she discovers her terrifying heritage and her willpower to put to the test. He's the boy her daddy warned you about. If only someone had warned Anna. Forced to face her destiny, will Anna embrace her halo or her horns? So the next and last series I have here to show you that I want to reread is, I don't know, this is like the first high fantasy, fantastical fantasy, fae book series that I first ever read. I remember such good memories about this series. And that is Wings series by April Lynn Pike. I feel like I only remember the first book in this series, like what happened, Wings? I forget like all the 3 other books. But I remember loving this book series and falling in love with it and just like amazingness. I definitely need to reread this series. Laurel was mesmerized, staring at the pale things with wide eyes. They were terrifyingly beautiful. Too beautiful for words. Laura turned to the mirror again, her eyes on the hovering petal that floated beside her head. They almost looked like wings. In this extraordinary tale of magic and intrigue, romance and danger, everything you thought you knew about fairies will change you forever. So those are all the books and book series that I want to reread in 2019, or just like in the near future, which is 2019. Let me know in the comments down below what books you want to reread in 2019 or the ending of this year, and what books like hold like a symbolic feel. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe for more videos by me, and I'll see you guys later. Bye guys.